There is a sacred stillness that exists beneath the layers of noise, the endless chatter, and the relentless striving of the world. It is a quiet whisper that echoes from the deepest part of your being, a voice that speaks not in words, but in feelings, in knowing, in presence. This voice, this silent presence, is the truth of who you are, untouched, unchanging, and eternal. Yet, so many of us go through life unaware of it, searching, striving, and struggling to find something outside ourselves, something that will finally bring us peace, fulfillment, and purpose. The truth is, beloved soul, you are not lost. You are simply unaware of the profound wholeness that already resides within you. You are not on a quest to find something outside yourself. You are on a journey of remembering who you have always been, who you were before the world told you who to be. And when you remember, you will find that everything you seek, everything you long for is already there, waiting to be acknowledged, waiting to be embraced. You see, your soul knows the way. It is always known. It is not bound by the limitations of the mind, nor is it confined by the fleeting conditions of this world. The soul moves in harmony with the rhythm of the universe, guided by an intelligence far greater than the small self can comprehend. This divine wisdom does not need to be sought because it is already in you. It is not found in the future in achievements or acquisitions. It is not found in the past in memories or regrets. It is found only in this moment, in the stillness, in the breath, in the knowing that you are already enough. The ego, the false self, will tell you otherwise. It will convince you that you must become something more, that you must strive harder, that you must prove your worth. But the truth is, you have always been whole. You are not a product of your accomplishments or your failures. You are not defined by the roles you play or the titles you wear. You are not your past, your mistakes, or your wounds. You are the infinite, eternal being that witnesses all of it. You are the light that shines through the shadows, the awareness that holds the experience without being touched by it. In this moment, take a deep breath and feel the truth of what I am saying. You are already complete. You are already whole. You do not need to become anything. You need only to remember. And the remembrance comes not through effort, but through surrender. When you stop searching, when you stop grasping, when you stop trying to fix or change yourself, the truth of who you are begins to emerge, like a flower slowly blooming in the quiet of the dawn. The path to awakening is not one of achieving or becoming. It is one of letting go. Let go of the need to control. Let go of the need to prove. Let go of the need to be anything other than what you already are. The more you release, the more you reveal. The more you let go of the false identities and the limiting beliefs, the more you remember the divinity that has always been your essence. You are not here to fit in. You are not here to follow the crowd or chase after the fleeting pleasures of the world. You are here to remember the truth of your being, the truth that says you are already enough, that you are already whole, that you are already connected to the source of all life. When you remember this, the need for validation fades. The fear of rejection dissolves. The anxiety of becoming someone else fades into the background. You are free to simply be. And when you are free to be, life unfolds in the most miraculous ways. You stop chasing after the approval of others, and instead you begin to live from your own truth. You stop seeking happiness outside yourself, and instead you realize that happiness is not something to be found. It is something to be recognized. It is the natural state of your being, waiting to be allowed, waiting to be embraced. The world will continue to call you to perform, to achieve, to prove yourself. It will tell you that you are not enough, that you must do more, be more, have more. But you, dear soul, have heard the call of something deeper. You have felt the stirrings of something within you that longs for truth, for peace, for freedom. And that longing is the voice of your soul calling you to remember. When you stop and listen to that voice, you will realize that you are not separate from the world. You are the world. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean contained in a drop. You are not a small, insignificant being struggling to survive. You are the entire universe alive and aware within you. The same intelligence that moves the stars, that guides the tides, that creates life and death, that same intelligence moves through you, breathing your breath, beating your heart, witnessing your life. There is nothing separate from you. You are one with all that is. And so you begin to walk this earth, not as someone seeking to prove their worth, but as someone who already knows their worth. You move not to impress, but to express. You do not seek love, for you are love. You do not seek peace, for you are peace. You do not seek happiness, for you are happiness. The more you align with this truth, the more the world mirrors it back to you. The more you remember who you are, the more the world reflects that remembrance. There is no need to search for meaning, for purpose, or for fulfillment. You are not here to find these things. You are here to realize that you are the very essence of them. You are not a seeker. You are the found. You are the truth, the light, the love, the peace that you've been searching for all along. And when you remember this, your life will become an expression of your true self. You will no longer be bound by the limitations of the mind or the constraints of the ego. You will no longer be a prisoner of the past or a slave to the future. You will be free, free to live, free to love, free to create, free to simply be. So let go. Let go of the need to control. Let go of the need to impress. Let go of the need to prove. Let go of the illusion of separateness and return to the truth of who you are. Not the you that is defined by the world, but the you that is eternal, whole, and divine. In this moment, take a deep breath and remember you are already enough. You are already whole. You are already connected to the source of all life. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to become. You are already it. Your soul knows the way. Trust it, listen to it, follow it, and you will find that the path is not one of struggle, but one of surrender. It is not one of becoming, but one of remembering. And when you remember, you will realize that everything you seek, everything you long for has always been within you. You are not lost. You are found. You are not separate. You are one with all that is. You are not incomplete. You are whole. And in that wholeness, you are free. As you move through this life with all its shifting landscapes and unpredictable winds, remember this: you are not a leaf tossed about by chance. You are the tree itself, rooted deeply in the earth, yet reaching toward the heavens. The storms that come, the gusts that shake you, cannot take away your essence. They are but passing moments, and you are the unshakable witness to it all. Life is not here to defeat you, to break you, to force you into shape. Life is here to reveal the depth of your being, to allow you to remember the strength that lies dormant within you, waiting for the moment you are ready to awaken it. Every challenge you face, every difficulty that appears on your path is not a sign that you are lost, but a gentle invitation to discover who you truly are. The obstacles are not meant to crush you. They are the catalyst for your growth, the reminders that you are much more than the surface-level story you have been told. When you face the trials of life, stop seeing them as burdens to bear and begin to see them as opportunities to unfold. Each test is a mirror showing you where you are holding on, where you are still attached to the illusions of fear and separation. And in the moment of surrender, in the moment when you let go of your resistance and release the need for control, you will feel the softness of your soul. The vastness of your spirit gently lift you into a new way of seeing. You are not defined by your struggles nor by your triumphs. You are not the sum of your past experiences, your mistakes, or even your successes. You are the silent observer, the eternal presence that watches without judgment, without expectation. You are the space in which all experiences unfold, the light in which all shadows dance. It is this awareness that is your true self, not the personality that identifies with this body, these thoughts, these emotions. No, your true self is beyond all of that. Your true self is the stillness beneath the waves, the sky behind the clouds, the calm center of the storm. It is only when we forget this truth, when we identify too closely with the roles we play, the masks we wear, that we suffer. The pain, the anxiety, the fear, it all comes from the illusion that we are separate from Source, from each other, from the divine intelligence that governs the universe. We create our own suffering by believing we are alone, by thinking we must struggle to be worthy, to be enough. But I tell you, beloved one, you are already worthy. You have always been worthy. Your worth was never in question, never dependent on anything external. It is a gift already given, already residing within you. It is the essence of who you are. When you realize this, when you awaken to the truth of your being, you will stop seeking outside of yourself. The search will cease, not because you have found something, but because you realize there is nothing to find. All that you have ever sought, peace, love, joy, fulfillment, was never outside you. It was always within, waiting to be recognized, waiting to be embraced. And once you recognize it, once you allow it to fill your heart, your life transforms. You no longer need to chase after fleeting moments of happiness. You are happiness. You no longer need to search for peace. You are peace. This is the great awakening, the realization that everything you seek is not something to be obtained, but something to be realized. It is not a destination. It is a way of being. When you stop looking for something to fix, something to change, you step into the fullness of who you are. You step into the flow of life where there is no resistance, no need to force, no need to control. You simply flow with the current, trusting that you are being carried to exactly where you need to be. There is no hurry. There is no need for anything to be different than it is. Because in the surrender and the trust, you begin to understand that the universe is always guiding you, always supporting you, always unfolding in perfect harmony with your soul. And so as you walk this path, I invite you to let go of the need to strive, to push, to prove. Let go of the idea that you are ever incomplete. Let go of the illusion that you are defined by your external circumstances. You are not your job, your title, your relationship status, or your bank account. You are not your past mistakes, your failures, or your wounds. You are the divine presence that watches it all. You are the light that shines through the darkness. You are the stillness in the midst of chaos. You are not just a part of the universe. You are the universe. You are the divine manifested in form. When you realize this, when you truly feel it, you will begin to see the world in a different light. You will see that everything in your life, every person you meet, every situation you encounter is a reflection of your own inner state. The world around you is a mirror reflecting the thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the energy you radiate. When you align with the truth of your being, when you embody your divinity, the world begins to reflect that back to you. People respond to you differently. Circumstances align with your desires. The struggles you once faced with resistance now become opportunities for growth and expansion. You will no longer feel like a small, isolated individual trying to navigate a chaotic world. Instead, you will recognize yourself as a divine being, a part of the vast and infinite whole. You will see that your true power lies not in what you do, but in who you are. It lies in your ability to remain anchored in the truth of your being, to stay rooted in the stillness of your soul, no matter what the world throws your way. And in that stillness, you will find your peace, you will find your joy, you will find your freedom. So stop striving, beloved soul. Stop running, stop searching. You are already whole. You are already enough. You are already connected to the divine intelligence that moves through all things. And when you remember this, when you finally let go of the need to prove your worth, you will begin to experience life as a sacred dance, a flow of grace and ease. You will stop trying to control the outcome and instead allow yourself to be carried by the current of life, trusting that every moment is unfolding perfectly. This is the way of the soul. This is the path to freedom. And you have always known it. You have always been this. The only thing that has ever kept you from this truth is the illusion that you are separate from it. But now, beloved one, the illusion is lifting. The veil is dissolving. And you are coming home to yourself. You are returning to the place within you that has always known the way. So trust in the wisdom of your soul. Trust in the divine guidance that flows through you. Trust in the unfolding of your life. And know with every breath that you are exactly where you need to be. And that the life you seek is not out there but within. It always has been, and now you are ready to remember. The soul knows the way. And you, dear one, are that soul. In the silence of your being, where all the noise of the world fades away, there is a space of perfect clarity. It is in this space that the truth of your existence reveals itself, not as a thought or a concept, but as a deep, abiding knowing that courses through you like the pulse of life itself. You are not a mere spectator in this world, watching it unfold from a distance. You are the creator, the painter of your own canvas, the composer of your own symphony. Every breath you take is a note in the grand song of existence. And every moment you live is a stroke of brilliance on the masterpiece of your life. There is no need for external validation. No need to measure yourself against others or to seek approval from those who do not truly see you. The only validation you need is the quiet, knowing embrace of your own soul. You are already approved. You are already worthy. You are already enough. You have always been enough. Not because of what you do or what you achieve, but because of who you are, the divine spark of the universe incarnated in human form. And this divine spark is not a small thing. It is the very same energy that animates the stars, that moves the tides, that brings forth creation itself. It is the life force that flows through all things, and it flows through you. The illusion of separation, the idea that you are somehow apart from the world, from the universe, from the divine, is the greatest illusion of all. You are not separate. You are part of the great whole. You are not a lone drop of water in an endless ocean. You are the ocean itself contained in that drop. You are not a single moment in time, fleeting and insignificant. You are the eternal consciousness that witnesses time itself. And when you remember this, when you reconnect with the truth of your divinity, the whole of existence shifts. You no longer feel like a small, isolated being trying to carve out a place for yourself in a chaotic world. Instead, you recognize that you are the world. You are the universe. You are the divine in expression. And in this recognition, there is a freedom that transcends all understanding. It is the freedom to be, simply to be, without the need to chase after anything, without the need to prove anything, without the need to be anything other than what you already are. This is the freedom of the soul, the freedom that comes when you release the grip of the ego, when you surrender the need to control and allow life to unfold as it will. It is not a passive freedom. It is a vibrant, powerful freedom, because when you are free from the illusions of the ego, you are free to live in alignment with your true self. You are free to create, to express, to love, to be at peace. Not because you are seeking these things, but because they are the natural expression of your being. When you stop resisting the flow of life, when you stop trying to swim against the current, you begin to move with life, with grace and ease. You begin to see that the struggles, the hardships, the moments of pain and loss were never meant to harm you. They were always the soul's invitation to let go of the false, to strip away the layers that kept you from remembering the truth of who you are. They were not the enemy. They were the teachers, the messengers, the ones who guided you back home to yourself. Every challenge you face, every moment of suffering is a moment of deepening. It is a moment where the soul asks you to remember your power, to remember your truth, to remember that you are not your circumstances. You are not your failures, your mistakes, your regrets. You are the eternal awareness that witnesses all of it without judgment. And when you awaken to this truth, when you realize that you are the stillness beneath the waves, the vastness behind the finite, the unchanging presence that holds all things, the world begins to reveal its beauty, its grace, its divine perfection. The world you see, the people you meet, the circumstances that unfold before you are not separate from you. They are a reflection of you. They are mirrors showing you what you need to see in order to remember who you truly are. When you look at the world from the lens of the ego, everything appears as a challenge and obstacle to overcome. But when you look through the eyes of the soul, you see that everything is a blessing, a gift, a part of the sacred dance that is life. And when you see life this way, when you remember your connection to all that is, you are no longer a victim of the world. You are the creator, the witness, the lover of life. This shift in perception, this turning inward to remember the truth of your being is not a one-time event. It is a journey, a continual unfolding. The path is not always straight, nor is it always easy, but it is always worth it. Because each step brings you closer to the remembrance of your true nature. Each step is a deepening into the silence that is always with you, the stillness that cannot be disturbed, the peace that transcends all understanding. This peace is your birthright, your essence, your true home. It is not something you need to seek outside yourself. It is already here within you, waiting for you to acknowledge it, waiting for you to rest in it, to become it. And as you rest in this peace, as you align with the truth of who you are, your life begins to reflect that peace. The world around you begins to shift in subtle ways. People respond to you differently. Your relationships become more harmonious. The challenges that once seemed insurmountable become opportunities for growth, for expression, for expansion. Your life becomes a reflection of your soul, a beautiful unfolding of divine presence in motion. You are no longer chasing after happiness, after success, after approval. You are simply living in alignment with your truth. And in doing so, you become a beacon of light for others, a guide for those who are still searching, still seeking. You are not here to compete with others. You are not here to measure yourself against their success, their accomplishments, their lives. You are here to be you fully, unapologetically, beautifully. When you remember who you are, when you step into your true power, you become a living example of what is possible. When one is aligned with their soul, you become a living expression of divine love, divine peace, divine wisdom. And in this expression, you invite others to do the same. You invite them to remember their own truth, their own power, their own divinity. The world may try to tell you otherwise. It may try to convince you that you are not enough, that you must strive, that you must prove your worth. But I tell you this, you are already enough. You have always been enough. Your worth is not determined by what you do or what you have. It is determined by who you are. The divine presence that resides within you. You are enough simply because you are. You are enough simply because you exist. So, beloved soul, remember this. You are not here to struggle. You are not here to prove anything. You are here to remember the truth of your being, to remember that you are not separate, not alone, not incomplete. You are whole, you are divine, you are one with all that is. You are the creator, the witness, the lover, the beloved. And when you remember this, when you allow this truth to sink into the deepest corners of your soul, you will find that life unfolds before you in the most miraculous, beautiful, and abundant ways. You are the light, you are the love, you are the peace, you are the divine in expression. And when you remember this, when you step into your true power, the world will begin to reflect that truth back to you. You will no longer feel lost, no longer feel separate, no longer feel incomplete. You will feel whole. You will feel free. You will feel at home. And in that freedom, in that wholeness, you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt that everything you seek has always been within you. You are already home. You always have been. And now, beloved soul, you remember. You remember that you are the way. And so, dear soul, you stand here not as someone searching for the answers, but as the one who already knows. You are not a seeker, a wanderer in the dark, but the light itself, the flame that has always burned brightly within you, waiting to be recognized. All the answers, all the wisdom, all the peace you've longed for are not somewhere to be found. They have always been within, waiting in the silence of your heart, in the stillness of your being. There is no greater mystery than the one you have been living. The secret, the truth, the divine spark that you have sought in so many places is not hidden from you, but is your very essence. It is the very life that flows through you, the rhythm of the universe pulsing within your veins, the love that moves through you in every breath. You are not separate from the divine. You are the divine walking this earth, breathing life into every moment. Every moment is an opportunity to remember. Every breath is a chance to return to the truth of who you are. The illusion of time, the passing moments that seem to pull you away, are but temporary veils lifted gently by the hands of your soul. And as you lift them, you remember. You remember that you are not what you have been told. You are not your past. You are not your stories, your successes, or your failures. You are the eternal witness, the timeless awareness, the stillness that never changes. In this remembering, there is a freedom beyond anything the mind can comprehend. It is the freedom to be exactly who you are without pretense, without defense, without fear. It is the freedom to let go of everything that no longer serves you. Every false identity, every belief, every thought that binds you to a life of striving and seeking. You are already enough, already whole, already complete. The universe does not ask you to become anything. It only invites you to remember that you have always been what you are seeking. When you remember this truth, you will find that life no longer feels like a battle. It is not something you must fight to control or manipulate. It is a flow, a dance, a sacred unfolding. You no longer need to chase after the things you think you lack, because you will know in every fiber of your being that you are the very essence of what you seek. Peace is not something to be attained. It is something to be embodied. Love is not something to be found. It is something to be expressed. Joy is not something to be pursued. It is something to be allowed. In every moment, you have a choice to remember your truth, to return to your essence, to align with the divine intelligence that flows through you, or to be swept away by the current of the world, by the stories, by the distractions. But when you choose to remember, when you choose to reconnect with the stillness within, the world around you shifts. No longer are you at the mercy of external circumstances, but you become the master of your own life, the creator of your own reality. You align with the rhythm of the universe, and you find that everything falls into place effortlessly like pieces of a puzzle coming together in perfect harmony. The world will still be full of noise, full of distractions, full of challenges, but you will no longer be lost in it. You will no longer be swept away by the waves. You will stand firm, anchored in the truth of who you are, the truth that transcends all fear, all doubt, all confusion. You are not what the world tells you you are. You are not the roles you play, the labels you wear, the achievements you accumulate. You are the infinite eternal being, and you have never been anything less. This is the great awakening, the moment when you remember who you truly are, when you stop searching and start living from the truth of your being. It is not a one-time event, but a continual process of peeling back the layers of illusion and revealing the light within. It is not something to be attained, but something to be allowed. The more you allow yourself to simply be, the more the truth of who you are will shine through. The more you surrender to the flow of life, the more you will find that life flows with you in perfect harmony. You are not here to force things into being. You are not here to make something happen. You are here to remember the truth of your divine nature, to remember the love that you are, to remember the peace that is always within you. And in that remembering, everything else falls into place. The world becomes a reflection of your inner state, and you begin to see beauty in everything. The smile of a stranger, the sound of the rain, the warmth of the Sunday. You see it all as a reflection of the divine, a reflection of the love that you are. So, beloved soul, I invite you to rest in this truth, to rest in the stillness that has always been within you, to rest in the peace that is already yours. You do not need to seek it. You do not need to earn it. You do not need to become anything more than what you already are. You are already whole. You are already enough. You are already connected to the source of all life. And in that connection, you will find everything you need. As you walk this earth, remember that you are not just a human being. You are a divine being, an expression of the infinite. And in every moment, you are given the opportunity to align with that truth, to express it, to embody it. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to achieve. All you need to do is remember you are the light that has always shone within you. You are the love that has always been with you. You are the peace that transcends all understanding. You are already home, and there is nowhere you need to go. So rest in this truth. Rest in the knowing that you are enough. Rest in the stillness of your soul and allow yourself to be. For in that being, in that remembering, you will find the peace, the joy, and the freedom that you have been seeking all along. And in that freedom, you will know that you have never been lost.